Hey movie lovers, I know that you love MCU movies. This is Behind the Scene channel. I beg you to subscribe. Those MCU movies are very interconnected, that it is not possible to understand the story by watching only one of them. You can't enjoy the most of it without knowing what happened before. That is why in this video, I'm going to narrate all MCU movies in order of their storyline. You all know tesseract containing the space stone. You wonder how it ended up on Earth. You saw Avengers of 2012 when Loki came to take it from the Avengers. The tesseract was already on Earth, but how did it get there? It is a question to ask yourself. You have watched both Endgame and Infinity War. On volumir there is Red Scar, the guardian of the Soul Stone, and the guider of people who want it. You have seen him. In Captain America the First Avenger, he was the antagonist, the leader of Hydra. How did he end up being the guardian of the Soul Stone? A question to ask yourself. In order to get answers to those questions as well as others, I'm going to take you back in 1942. Let's first find the answer to how tesseract ended up on Earth. The tesseract was originally part of Odin's collection in Asgard. At some point, it was taken from Asgard and hidden on Earth, possibly by Norse beings who worshipped Odin. The tesseract was kept in a church in Norway, where it remained for centuries. Now we are 1942, in the midst of World War II. Nazi scientist Johannes Schmidt searches a legendary artifact hidden in Norway. The one revealed to be the tesseract, hidden there by Norse beings, holding unimaginable power. When Schmidt finally raised his hands on it, his ambition surpassed even that of Hitler himself. He breaks away from the Nazis and creates Hydra, an organization devoted to reshaping the world through destruction. Meanwhile, in Brooklyn, a fair but determined young man named Steve Rogers yearns to fight for his country. Rejected repeatedly for his weak physique, he never gives up. His perseverance catches the attention of Dr. Abraham Erskine. Dr. Abraham Erskine, a German scientist who plays a crucial role in the development of super soldier serum. He was originally part of the Nazis' scientific research, but later defected to the United States to prevent his work from being misused. He chooses Steve Rogers because of his good heart and strong morals rather than brutal force. He sees the true value of character over physical strength. Dr. Abraham Erskine successfully completes the super soldier experiment, turning Steve Rogers into a stronger and more capable version of himself. However, before the celebration can last, a Hydra spy shoots Erskine, killing him instantly. The assassin steals a vial of the serum and tries to escape. Steve, now realizing his enhanced abilities, chases him through the streets. After a high-speed pursuit, the Hydra agent crashes his car and, realizing he's trapped, takes a cyanide pill to evade capture. With Dr. Erskine gone, the secret of the super soldier serum dies with him. The USA military loses its chance to create more super soldiers, leaving Steve as the owner of his kind. From this point on, he steps into the role of Captain America, carrying Erskine's vision forward. With Erskine gone, the military is left unsure how to proceed. They had planned to create an army of super soldiers, but now Steve Rogers is the only one. At first, the officials don't know what to do with him. Instead of sending him to fight in the war, they use him as a symbol of propaganda, dressing him in colorful costume, having him perform in shows to sell war bonds. Steve, frustrated with being treated as a performer rather than a soldier, wants to make a real difference. His chance comes when he learns that his best friend, Bucky Barnes, and the other Red soldiers are captured behind enemy lines. Disobeying orders, Steve sneaks into the Hydra base, fights off the guards, and rescues Bucky and other prisoners. This act proves his worth as a true hero. After this mission, the military finally recognizes his potential, and Steve officially joins the fight against the Hydra. He forms the Whole Commandos, a team dedicated to taking down Hydra bases. With each mission, they weaken Hydra forces, bringing them closer to stopping Red Skull and his dangerous plans. As Steve Rogers and his team continue fighting Hydra, they face Jonas Schmidt, Red Skull, who now wields the powerful tesseract. During a mission on Hydra train, Bucky Barnes falls off a cliff into a frozen heather. Everyone assumes he's dead, and his ruse deeply affects Steve. This moment pushes him even harder to stop Hydra. In the final battle, Steve boards Red Skull massive aircraft, the Valkyrie, which is carrying deadly weapons meant to destroy major cities. After an intense fight, Red Skull touches the tesseract with his bare hands, causing a bright explosion that seemingly disintegrates him. The tesseract falls into the ocean, while the plane remains on course toward America. You were asking yourself how Red Skull ended up being the guardian of the Soul Stone. Now know this. Tesseract has immense power and can manipulate space, allowing teleportation and interdimensional travel. When Red Skull touched it with his bare hands, he was transported to Volumir, where he was cast to be the guardian of Soul Stone. Back to our story. Realizing there is no way to save Leland, Steve makes a difficult decision. He contacts Peggy Carter, his girlfriend, for one last conversation, and then crashes the plane into the Arctic to prevent a disaster. The world believes Captain America is dead,